As someone who's used speed and size crutch builds, I can proudly say I've never ran an agility crutch. Like, telling people you have an agility build is like telling them you see Sam Smith as a role model. Like, sure, you can be quite a bitch with speed and size, but agility just takes the cake. And no, I didn't write this after someone who doesn't know how to play the game ran away from me. So why is agility so gross? And disgusting? And foul? It's basically a PvP toggle. Choosing not to PvP as a standalone feature of agility wouldn't be too awful. Yeah, it'd be pretty bad, but agility is just inherently unbalanced as is. And like I said, it's not because you can just nope out a PvP. It's worse than that. Whoever has the higher agility just controls the situation entirely. They decide if the fight goes on. You're beating the ass of an agility user, poof, gone to the other side of the island. You're somehow getting your ass beat by a high agility user, you aren't running. They decide if you can get away. And outside of running and chasing, agility can also determine the playstyle during a fight. They can rush zoners and backdash aggro players and just entirely counter people with agility. To summarise, it just allows full situational control. While agility was nerfed this update, dash efficiency being more than cut in half and high jump scaling losing a quarter, this doesn't really change the primary problem. Even a small difference in agility makes all the difference in a chase. Nerfing the efficiency just means it takes longer to escape, but as the runner in a chase you also have the advantage of not needing to cast moves really. As the chaser you have to try and hit the runner every once in a while to keep doing combat, so chasing someone who has higher agility is just shitted overall. But speaking of chasing, I'm chasing the bag by telling you about our sponsor, Salt Salty Sea. Salt Salty Seas does luck parties, for a small price compared to how much a luck potion takes to brew. Quick maths lesson. At a luck 5 party, your odds to fish a sunken are 1 in 200. This means the odds to not drop a sunken are 199 in 200. If you multiply this probability and to not drop a sunken by itself by the amount of times you catch a fish in the hour a luck party lasts, let's say 1 every 20 seconds, that's 180 fish. 199 over 200 to the 180th power is approximately 0.4. In other words, 40%. Subtract this chance to not catch a sunken from 1 and you realise it's a 60% chance to catch a sunken in a luck party. So if you take your 2 over 5 approximate chance to not catch a sunken and multiply it by the amount of luck parties you can attend for the same price to make a luck potion for yourself, the chance to catch a sunken is 99.6%, whereas if you brew your own 2 luck potions with the ingredients, the chance to drop one is 84%. So join Salt Salty Sea today and be efficient with your resources. Link in pinned comment. But on the other side of the argument, agility can be quite manageable. Typically I discourage potion usage, but someone with 200 agility has a 54% higher run speed and a 16% longer dash. If you use a slow 3 gel on the 200 agility user, they're only a slight bit faster than base. Their dash goes to 2% below base and their run speed to 31% above base. This is almost manageable to run away from as a 0 agility user. I'd certainly recommend equipping agility amulet though, if you have 0 agility, because they'll still be gaining on you. Also, with an agility amulet, yeah, you'll be able to chase them if they've been slow 3'd. But with 0 agility, you won't be able to do that if they're just slow 3'd. But in reality, you shouldn't have a problem with fighting them when they're slow 3'd, because high agility builds are exceptionally weak outside their movement. If you slow 3 an agility user, their only real tool to fight is gone, because if someone has 200 agility, they're massively missing out on other stats. In Arcane Odyssey, stats are defined by efficiency points. A substat is worth 1, a power is worth 3, and a defense is worth 0.27. To invest just 100 agility is the equivalent of 33 power or approximate 400 defense. So 200 agility is the equivalent of 66 power or 800 defense. A typical Munera build within San 1 will have about 800 efficiency points. So if a quarter of that is gone to agility and you slow 3 them, they're essentially using this build without the chestplate, except it has some dogshit substats. And this is a true mosquito build with like 200 speed and 200 agility, in which case the primaries are just in the shitter. Bear in mind, this whole video is thinking about 200 agility and no higher. Not even slow 5 can stop 300 agility or anymore. Also, I just realised post recording this that I forgot to include that the agility issue will be fixed for 1.17 when open world PvP actually has an incentive because of the clans update. So that just about brings me to the end of what I have to say about the agility issue. To conclude, agility up to 200 is manageable when you don't use agility by making use of potions. Agility is only good for hunts because of its primary use being chasing and running, and agility builds in terms of actual fighting ability are very weak due to the high investment in agility not improving the ability to deal damage to your opponent, aside from helping you keep the right range for your playstyle. That was actually really difficult to say, it was a fucking tongue twister. Any real agility difference means you can be outran, it's just a case of how long it takes. I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe and join Salt server because this one took a while to write and edit probably. Have a nice day.